let's talk about the C section of Black Mountain Rag. Here at the advanced curriculum level, as I mentioned before, we're really diving into some specific Doc Watson isms and the way he played this tune. This was certainly one of the biggies for Doc Watson. And so to get started here, we want to get into some cross picking. One of the things we notice about this section is it involves this new chord to the 4 chord. I'll stop there. So one of the things that I think it's always helpful to notice, and this is a great example of it, especially when we're playing fiddle tunes out of this sort of C position, no matter where the capo is, we're going to get a lot of cross-picking option presented to us, just noticing how the melody and the chord shapes really hang together. You know, the bare bones melody here is right. That's really sort of the skeleton of this melody. But notice that all those notes, C chord, F shape, C chord, back to G. You can almost strum through that. Right? And you may have, you know, there were certain versions of Doc playing this where you might have heard something a little more akin to that. Here, again, we're in more of the cross-picking. Right, it's a little more activity compared to the intermediate curriculum level, but the same kind of idea. And this descending line in the 5 chord. There is a little bit of chord there. 1, 2, and 3. All right. Slow from the top of the C. Key thing I want folks to pay attention to as well, especially in bar 18, 19, and 22, 23. The more I leave this index finger down, the better things are going to be as far as note connection and how things kind of hang together. Right, that note's always ringing. That helps create kind of some sonic glue for everything. All right, so here's where we get into Doc Watson's big famous phrase here at bar 26. If you've heard Doc Watson play this song, you've heard that phrase exactly transcribed note for the way he played it from his very first record. He may have adjusted slightly, as I do when I'm playing this live sometimes, as far as the exact notes, but I'm pretty sure this is the thing here. But the main thing to recognize, again, we're breaking from the cross picking. We're more into sort of just straight down the pike scalar fiddle tune kind of picking. When I say scalar, I mean this thing just follows. So the guts of it. Right? Again, sort of seeing how these chord shapes within this sort of variation of the melody occur. It's still kind of fueled by the same core information. Scale awareness, chord awareness. Now some descending. Doc would always put that big, after this big flurry of eighth notes, boom, 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 you know, just 2 quarter notes and a half note. With that phrase fast. One thing to notice as far as a lot of our discussion on the site with these arrangements, and especially in the intermediate and advanced arrangements, is using a lot of hammers and pulls and slides. Here, I didn't write one in. Again, it's just not the way Doc did it. You may experiment. Like on in the first bar, right there, 4 and. Maybe a pull off right there in bar 28. But there's a certain kind of, I don't know, for me it's kind of just Doc Watson, but it's just an articulate kind of clarity that was very much a part of Doc's sound that I like hearing when I play that phrase. It reminds me of him. And as a phrase in itself, I encourage folks to just learn that. You know, it's again, as we tip the hat to Doc Watson with this tune, and again, that specific phrase, it's good to know that we're really kind of diving into the way he played as well. Along with that would be this little famous outro phrase that sometimes would change, but this is the way it kind of existed in most of the, when he played it most of the time. Sometimes he would, in that second bar, kind of chop that low D note a little more. So making a specific staccato note. Right. So have fun with that. Again, just straight out of the book of Doc Watson here. Happy to bring that to the site. And really fun tune to play. And I think, again, for folks getting deep into flat picking, there's certainly those jam standards, Whiskey Before Breakfast and Blackberry Blossom and such. And this one just doesn't get played in jam sessions as much, but it really is a fun tune to play. And so again, hope to see some good VEs with this and some good discussion. All right, thank you.